Yay!
There it is. Hello, everyone.
Hi!
Welcome to the stream. It has been a while for me. But Factorio has awoken me from the dead.
Yeah, some people need like blood, like a few rouse checks worth of blood to get them from the dead. Bentham just needs an update of Factorio.
Some people need an alarm clock. For me, I just sit bolt upright going, I feel a disturbance in the factories.
Wait!
All the recipes have changed. Nothing works anymore. I must fix this.
Compact Kitty hit 18 months, which is... No, that's still Staff Sergeant. Okay. Natak, 24, welcome to the Empire. You are now a Lance Corporal in the Empire.
He's very excited about this new military structure subscribe thing system he has going, but he's not yet fully versed on how it works.
I made a list of badges and ranks, and then I moved the badges around, which meant that I couldn't remember what they were now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that happened. That was maybe unfortunate considering I'd started to memorize them. Right, let me just turn down Streamlabs a little bit so it doesn't...
And everyone in my chat's surprised that I'm streaming at vaguely normal hours. I'm streaming during PM, which is just wrong for me.
I mean, that's akin to like me streaming at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., right?
But welcome back, everybody.
Or maybe like midday. Yeah, it's like a midday stream for me. Okay.
And Sahias is here. Hello, Sahias. Is that how you say your name? I've never been sure.
Caldi, welcome to the Empire.
I'm guessing the P is silent. Why is my stream health not fantastic? What is happening?
Have you considered trying a low-carb internet connection?
I might fix it.
Alexa, turn on the ring light.
Oh, it said my stream resolution, my stream wasn't healthy because there's a problem with the resolution. It says please check the video resolution. The current resolution is 1080p, which is not optimal. Excuse me?
Maybe your internet connection is slow enough that it thinks you should be streaming at a lower resolution or something.
Maybe, but I've not like dropped any frames or anything. So I mean that's OBS, I guess. My connection should be fine. If anyone has weird lagging happening, please tell me in the chat.
Anakdobi, 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. You are still
P is not silent. It's Psyheus. Okay. The moon is a cheese says it's 9 p.m. and I just woke up. I understand. I know that feel. Actually, I don't think I've ever woken up at 9 p.m. except maybe during uni while working on assignments.
Have you never had like a nap that ends at 9 p.m.?
I've probably woken... No, I don't nap. If I sleep, I sleep. I think actually I've probably woken up at 9 p.m. because the deadlines for assignments were always at noon. So I would pull an all-nighter till noon, hand it in, and then go to bed for 8 or 9 hours. So I've probably woken up at 9 p.m. a good few times, actually.
I went to bed at one point during uni after handing in assignments, and I woke up and I didn't know what day it was. Like, I woke up and I saw the sunlight out, like, through the curtains, and I was like, is that sun rising sunlight? Is that sun going down sunlight? Or is that the next day sun rising sunlight?
Yep, I've had that.
I'm not actually sure. Turns out I had slept and I'd missed the party that was, like, the end of hand-in party or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, my connection did a wobble. Uh-oh. Maybe we will have problems.
Did do a wobble as well, so...
Well, yeah, that's how I knew, because you did a wobble and then OBS was like, something's wrong. Oh, dear. Well, we'll see how it holds up.
999 Elb says, started a Factorio run with no stone. Might need a new start.
Yeah, that's a problem. That shouldn't be possible anymore. They've specifically made it so that you always get one of each of the 4 main deposits in a starting area. How did you even achieve that? Have you just lost the stone?
Maybe it's hidden. Maybe it's like amongst another deposit and you can't see it.
You could get by just by mining like rocks that appear rather than actually using any stone deposits.
So slow though.
Well, you get like 20 at once. It's not too bad. And also you upgrade your pickaxe kind of sooner now.
Okay.
Because there isn't a pickaxe. you just upgrade your mining speed, which means you don't have to build the pickaxe. So you have to research steel, and then you can research the pickaxe upgrade. But you don't need to have made any steel. So I just made this. I just researched steel so I could research the pickaxe. So you mine quicker sooner now, and then just mine rocks for a while and hope you don't need military science because military science needs stone now. It needs a bit of work. What's so weird about that? Military science needed coal before.
I mean, coal burns. Military science is about explosions and stuff. Coal makes sense.
Yeah, but the stone is in the form of walls.
No, I guess.
And thank you very much, D. Rudy, for the $10 super chat. Guess who's back? Back again. Baby's back. Tell a friend. Good to see you stream again. Thank you very much.
Oh, they haven't updated Hell mod.
He still wants to do a modded run, even though an update came out 2 days ago.
Well,
and is being hotfixed every few hours.
Well, Hell mod allows you to put in I would like 1 science pack per second, and then it will tell you how many copper, how many this, how many that, what you need to be making, and how many of the assemblers you'll need if it's this tier of assembler. Hell mod is useful,
okay,
but it's not updated.
I don't need mods. Where we're going, we don't need mods, but we're having them anyway because he's hosting the game.
I mean, I said, what do you think? And you were like, yeah, sure. We aren't... Right, I've got the mods that we're using on screen.
I said sure, but I'm 50-50 on the game crashing.
Alright, but we've got bottleneck, which is just, you can't deny bottleneck's just useful. It tells you if a machine has stopped working because of an input or an output problem. Bob! Hi, Bob!
But you see, you're supposed to just know that. I don't need mods to tell me when something's wrong in my factory. I just know.
Okay, I'm not that level of psychic just yet. We've also got the Factorio Stand Live, which is an API thing that mods need.
You have to breathe the factory. You have to become it.
Wait, we were not having far reach. We were turning far reach off, weren't we?
Well, yeah, they've put that in. I don't know how much the long reach mod gives you, but they've given us longer reach in the game, so you don't need that.
Okay. File, because trains. Bentham likes trains, and Rail World is the best world because Bentham invented it.
I did, that's true.
So we've got File and LTN so that trains can be awesomer. Mini loader.
Also, they've introduced another game mode that I've played now. I started a Ribbon World series a year or so ago, and this update...
They nicked your other version as well?
Yeah, well, admittedly, I didn't come up with Ribbon World. Someone else did, years before. But
okay, that's acceptable.
It was actually... I was going to do a Ribbon World series immediately after the Rail World one started and have them running side by side, but then someone else did a Ribbon World first, and I was like, I don't want to do what someone else is doing. So I carried on with Rail World, and then it became a thing, and now it's in the game. But then I did decide to do a Ribbon World series, and now that's in the game too. So I've given myself a challenge, which is to get another game mode in 0.18. I just got to work out what that's going to be. I need to find a nice, neat idea of how to play Factorio.
Maybe they'll make Living with Biters a game mode.
I was some people have been thinking that the Living with Biters might be the next one. If I revive that series and do it again, it might become enough of a thing. I don't know. But it's a bit too much of a specific challenge mode. They probably won't make it a straight up game mode. Then again, the Ribbon World is a specific challenge.
Also, Bub, have you played Factorio? You should play Factorio.
Yeah, everyone should play Factorio. It's the best game. Except for Return of the Obra Dinn. Return of the Obra Dinn is actually the best game now.
If Bub joins us, our initials spell Beb.
Perfect.
Praise Beb.
He doesn't even know the first thing about it, so we'll have to show him then. Fire up the game.
Oh god!
Though actually, showing someone the first 10 first hour of Factorio is probably not the best way to advertise Factorio. I'll be honest.
I mean, everyone needs to understand how to get into it. I think the first hour is the intimidating part if you don't have that.
But it's if you see that without knowing what endgame Factorio looks like, you're like, what's the point?
Maybe you take them to like an advanced factory and then you take them to the start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The way you advertise Factorio is you're like, if you play for 100 hours, this is the monstrosity that you can create.
Bob
You
just said,
alright?
so I watched that last episode. What on earth is happening?
Is it a sound of silence?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about actually every single RPG that ended last weekend, I've still been thinking about. Because Capers, we ended on a cliffhanger. I know what we're doing though. Stargate, we ended on a kind of not a cliffhanger, but it's a plot hook, which I'm just looking forwards to. But Sounds of Silence is just so many things. It's just, but man, after this, I will ping you on Discord and we can chat about it because, oh god, there are feelings.
And Bob got the after show as well. That's good. I haven't watched that yet. I think I might, but it's like 40 minutes long. This is the thing.
It's like a 40-minute after show.
Like I'm the one who uploads them to Patreon, and I always check that it plays beforehand. And so I'm like, okay, this one's 15 minutes. This one's 15, 20, 15, 25, and then I load this one up. It's like that's a solid 40 minutes of discussing what happened today. All right, people are in for a journey.
Yeah. Bob, you should totally join us. You know that Bentham knows almost no circuitry and you want to use LTN. I mean, I know.
I never really bothered using the wiring.
I like the wiring.
E, through consultation of various YouTube videos, has managed to set up a logistics train network in the past. So if he wants to do that, he can do that, but I ain't touching it.
Exactly. It'll give me something to do, right?
And it'll make your trains keep him busy, so we won't die.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, I played Stardew Valley with you. I know how this works.
We've also got Rampant. We're not going to use the AI on Rampant. We're going to turn all that off. All we want from Rampant is that biters won't attack rails, big power poles, and like signals and stuff.
They barely do anyway. I think they only do that if there's nothing else they can find to blow up.
It's if they come across them and there's nothing that they prefer. They're like the bottom of their threat hierarchy, I think. But they still will attack them, which I just don't enjoy having to put walls and guns down my entire length of these like massive rail world areas. I love rail world. It's just I don't enjoy putting all the walls and the guns down everywhere.
I've never had to do that. I don't get biters attacking my rails.
Biters no longer attack rails in 0.17.
Right, get rid of Rampant then.
Do they attack large power poles though? Because you need to have the power.
They basically never did it anyway. It's fine.
You know what? We've got two of us. If they go down, at least there'll be someone to cover them, and that's going to be you because you told me it's going to be fine.
Sure. If we lose power poles, I will go repair them then.
We've got Squeak Through, which allows us to get between obstacles more easily. Because it's really annoying when you put stuff down. You're like, I can't move out of here anymore. I could totally in real world clamber over this, but I'm not allowed to because it's a 2D game. Does Bentham have any feelings about Squeak Through?
I think a while back, half of Squeak Through was put in the game anyway, but I think there's still some elements where it matters.
Yeah, you can use it on pipes, which is really handy.
We're not in the game yet, Klaus. He's going through his mod list before we start.
Okay, and we've got to-do list, which is amazing and really, really simple, which just allows us to put a to-do list in the multiplayer and then assign it to different people, which means that when we come back next week, we can have a list of what we have to do and we won't have forgotten.
As if there's any order and structure to what anyone ever does in Factorio. It's like, oh, what's the next crisis? I'm going to go fix that.
I mean, that's true. That's true. You're always like, look, we should fix the iron problem. Wait, we need to do something else.
That is all of Factorio. You just summarized the entirety of a game of Factorio. We need more iron. Wait, something's gone wrong.
You're Lance Corporal. Sometimes, like 2% of the time, it's copper.
Yet sometimes it is copper. Occasionally at the beginning of the game, it's coal.
Okay, so set it to Rail World. The first blog. Welcome to the Empire. You are now I think, a Lance Corporal. Are you resubscribing or subscribing? It doesn't sometimes say.
Oh, by the way, you can switch the
Railworld.
preview thing on, and then you can have a look at the map that we're gonna play in. It's a bit of a spoiler because it shows you things that you shouldn't see yet.
Oh, you can actually get to the side now.
Get to what side, huh?
You can see the settings at the. Oh wait, no, that's.
It looks broken for you. What is going on there?
I think it's broken for me.
What? How? Hold on. I need to zoom in on your stream. What is? Why is everything crushed? That's not how it works. Are you in a weird? Is this in? Are you in 4K?
No, this is 1080p.
Why has it done that?
First blog, you're a second lieutenant then. I thought you were subscribed before.
The resource gen menu has just been squished.
Ah, God damn it.
Is it mods? Have mods broken it already?
I don't think any of the mods affect that section though.
I don't know.
Enable file. Bottleneck. Yeah, all of that seems good.
I wonder if I should just, like, capture your stream for a minute. Actually, that's far too much work to do.
I mean, you could. Do we want to change anything from, like, the default Railworld, right?
I would say, I mean, probably doesn't matter too much because we're not gonna probably play this for 200 hours, but I think the resources are too generous in the Railworld preset the game gives you. Oh, and also in advanced settings, put research queuing to always.
What does that mean? Does it mean it automatically picks new researchers?
No, it means that we can queue up researches.
That's so cool!
It's not enabled by default, and I'd say that that's dumb, but apparently it's for new players, and I still don't get that and think it's dumb. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like, because they made a few decisions where there are things that aren't enabled by default, so I'm like, as soon as we get into the game, I'm going to be like, okay, open the options menu, tick these boxes, but the, they've done a bunch of things where they've not enabled a new quality of life thing because they don't want to confuse new players, and some of them I get it, but this one I just don't think that's a thing, and everyone's like, well, people will, like, just spam researches and not know what they're doing, and it's like, well, you're still gonna, like, if they want to spam them, let them spam them. Like, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to turn down the enemy base frequency a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to allow them to expand, but then I'm going to whack the cooldowns onto max. And I'm going to decrease them as well, decrease the sizes as well.
Okay.
So they can expand, because there's two of us, right? So we're like twice as powerful in terms of what we can do against them.
Right, so instead of the usual Railworld thing of no expansion, you're like limited expansion.
Yeah. If I want to slow down their evolution, do we want to do that, or do we want to leave it as default?
I think it's already slowed down in Railworld anyway, so just leave it.
Okay. So
for resources, I'd say drop one of the sliders down for everything by one. Whichever one you like. I'd probably go for, like, richness or size.
Okay.
Because I did a couple of test generations, and it's and I'm like, there's resources everywhere. I lowered the settings for some, and then I was like, okay, what's the nearest resource outside of the core 4 that you start with? And it was 7 million copper, and I'm like, that's too much copper. That's the rest of the game copper.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just preview. Nothing else you want to change here? Oh no, we'll use a seed, and it's going to be seeds are only numeric.
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to have enter Bentham as being the seed.
Okay.
The seed is going to be 1337 117 999. There.
Okay.
Preview. What do you think? That looks kind of naff. There's a lot of cliff.
Hero Ultra Mega says, E, can you talk slower so I can hear you at double speed?
Darcy, that looks bit crap.
Are you even saying words?
Which way to Sydney?
Oh dear. Right, how's the world looking? Is it okay? I can kind of see it here. Oh, I don't know if you want to turn cliffs down or whatever. I hate cliffs.
I don't know if I can get back to turn cliffs down. They're hidden.
I think you can close the preview when the settings are still the same, as long as you don't hit back.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
We're gonna decrease frequency to 75% then.
And frequency is how many of them there are. Continuity is how long they are. Weirdly, to get rid of cliffs, you don't reduce the frequency to 0, you reduce the continuity to 0. So there are still a number of cliffs, but they are 0 long.
Well, shouldn't either of them work?
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, I think we'll refresh this one. What's auto refresh do? Automatically refresh preview. Okay.
I think that you just that's not changed anything. It's got auto refresh on, so when you change a setting, it changes the preview.
Oh. So, random seed preview. That still looks a bit naff.
Well, what do you not like about it? Because water and biome types and tree coverage can all be changed.
Well, the biome, the waters. You know what? What do you think? What do you think, expert?
It looks okay to me. What do you not like about it?
There's some cliff to the north that's going to get in the way a little bit.
You could reduce cliff coverage.
There's a big bit of water. I mean, we could just refresh the string, right?
You could edit water coverage and scale.
Or... oh, God, no. We need to really reduce cliffs. Look at that.
Yeah, there's this weird thing. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it might be a bug, but no matter what cliff settings you put on, there will be this kind of ring of cliffs around your starting area that will only go away if you remove cliffs entirely. Putting all the settings on minimum, they will still be there. I don't know what is going on with that.
Okay, we'll try once more, but if there's more cliffs, I'm thinking we just...
Well, there's always going to be a similar kind of ring of cliffs around the starting area, unless you just get rid of cliffs completely, and it's really annoying.
Okay, I like this one apart from the cliffs. So do you want to get rid of cliffs entirely, or do you think that's too much?
You can get rid of them. I don't... all cliffs mean is that you're limited in space until you get to oil, and then you can destroy all cliffs.
Okay, what about that? I really turned down the cliffs a lot.
Yeah, that looks alright, just a couple little ones dotting around the place for decoration, and we can work around them if we have any problems.
Yeah, and if we put the base, like, sorry, not the base, the bus to, like, the... below the water, we should be okay, right?
It looks like we've got room for that.
Okay, in which case... play.
Okay, now I will fire up Factorio. And you can send me the multiplayer gubbins and I can join. And we'll see if mod synchronization works. Apparently this might be a thing now where I can just join your game and it'll give me the mods I need, maybe?
Hopefully. The password will be...
Don't just say that out loud. Connect to server. That's the wrong button. Browse public games.
That's the password.
You're a terrible person. I need the game name. I don't know what it is.
It's EnterBeb. I'll load it in a sec.
Okay, tell me when it's loaded, and I'll refresh the server things.
Okay, refresh the server thing. How do I bring up the console?
I'm searching and I'm not finding it yet. Thank you very much for the 200 ruble super chat. Where's Bentham? Where's Bentham Patreon? It's coming soon. I'm gonna make a vlog about it in a minute. Not in a minute, in a few hours probably.
Oh, it's non-public, so I need to invite him through Steam. Oh yeah, I hid the public.
Well, it's password protected, so just make it public and then.
How do I edit the settings when I'm in here?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'll just save it and then rehost it. Wait, is at console? Either way. Save game.
Console is tilde, but I don't know if it always works. I had to rebind it to something else because I couldn't get it to register that I was pressing that key.
Oh. Okay. Quick game. Play. Actually, let me just rebind. Settings. Controls. Oh dear lord, there's so many things here.
And thank you very much, Skelter Rancid, for the €10 super chat. No message.
You're a €10 super chat.
Is it still a super chat if there's no chatting?
It's just super.
It's just super.
Also, where do I find the console? Oh, it's not set. It's unbound itself. What?
Oh, for you, it's straight up gone. Yeah.
It said unknown.
For me, it says it's bound to tilde, or at least it used to, and I would press the key and nothing would happen. So I bound it to one of my spare mouse buttons.
Right, public but password protected. Allow Lua command. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Play. Okay.
Oh, there's a new thing. As well as me hating iron chests, I now also hate iron sticks. I hated them before, but now I hate them more, and they're more important, and therefore can be more often hated.
Oh no, I don't like iron sticks.
See, everyone is agreed. Iron sticks are terrible, but they've given them a bigger role in the game, but still not big enough a role to justify them existing.
The update unbound it for everyone. Okay.
Oh, your active mods don't match the servers. Do you want to sync your mods with the server? Synchronize! Oh, and then it opens a new menu, and it's like there's boxes for enabling and downloading mods, and I confirm. Downloading mods. Oh my god, this is brilliant.
I was wondering that, because of the system they had in place already was so close to that. I was like, why don't they do this? And they did.
Yep, they've integrated it with the mod portal so that people can automatically download stuff. Alright, switching over to the thing. See if this works. It's been a while. Oh. Mods mismatch detected. Nanobots is only on the server. What? Okay, we've got to try this again. Hold on, back to the break screen.
I need to play some like lift music, like do 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 do.
Hang on, where did you get nanobots from? Did you get it from the mod portal, or did you download it separately somehow?
It updated through the mod portal.
Oh. I'm just gonna try again and see if it works now somehow. Yeah, it says that it still says I don't have nanobots. But it says that I have it downloaded and enabled now. What?
Have you got the factory library mod, whatever? Because that's needed for nanobots.
That was presumably on the list. I didn't read all of them. Okay, let me go look at my mod list. It says I have version 3.0.0 of nanobots, which it also says is what you have. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't have the library thing. So you downloaded that separately.
Yeah, you have to download that separately. It's something like stdlib or something, otherwise known as Factorio library.
Yep, that's the dependency it says it's missing. Okay, can you send me that file?
You should be able to get it through the search if you go to mods and you search it in the game. Mod search thingy.
Oh, okay. Mods. Install.
It's such a shame that I gave you such a good password, but you can't tell anyone what it is.
I know, the worst. Okay, Factorio Standard Library.
Best.
Okay, it should work this time.
the way, I notice we've got a lot of mods here who are first lieutenants. First Blog's a second lieutenant. Miss Amy Hall's a staff sergeant.
Okay, multiplayer. Browse.
Bub's a corporal now.
Nice. What am I? Technically, I'm nothing right now, but I guess I still have... wait, is it streak-based? No, it's not streak-based anymore, is it?
It's not streak-based anymore. They got rid of streak-based.
Yeah, I don't know what rank I am, but currently
I have your rank. I guess you're on like leave of absence from the...
Yeah, currently I'm on leave, but I presumably have a rank otherwise. Okay, it should work this time. Synchronized mods do the things.
Staff sergeant. Skeletor, you're a sergeant.
Actually, I think I pressed that button really quick, and there was a box that's unticked, so I might have messed this up again. Yep.
You may or may not need to tick that box.
So in that case, I had to manually tick the box because it's not one of the automatically synchronizing mods. So it's like, we're not sure if you should have this, and I'm like, no, I need to have this mod enabled. Let me enable it. Wait, where'd it go? Now it's gone!
Oh!
Oh, because it's disabled the mod because it like I didn't tick the box, and I have to go and find the mod in the mod thing again. Mods
Come back
are
in,
dumb.
just gifted a tier 1 sub to Mangled Pork.
Oh, awesome! Now I get to use the gun emotes. Hang on, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to just use these emotes.
Canis, 7 months in a row. I believe that makes you a sergeant, a full-on sergeant there.
Where is it? I got the ultimate mod combination.
Is it the judge?
Yeah, it's judge. There we go. The guns with Archu's judge is the best combination of emotes.
In 1 month, Bentham, you will suddenly become a staff sergeant.
What am I at the moment?
You're just a sergeant.
Okay. That's fine. Right. This should work this time. Just gonna make sure to tick the box, because if I don't, it'll be like, you're not supposed to have this, right?
No.
Oh, it doesn't let me keep it enabled. It doesn't let me tick the box.
Do you have to like restart Factorio?
I think I've got to join without synchronizing. Maybe. Nope, I'm not allowed to. I have to synchronize, but it won't let me tick the box. Because it says that your save doesn't contain standard library.
Oh, you know what? I will save the game again. I will quit and I will double check. My mods. Factorio standard library is enabled.
Show my screen to people.
Nanobots has a dependency in based and standard library.
Clicking these does nothing. I thought that they were tick boxes that I could click, but it's like, no, this is what we are doing.
Like, back out, and go, like, maybe even just restart the game as well.
I've already done that.
I'm going to restart the game as well, just in case.
But I think because you've downloaded that independently of the mod portal in some way, Factorio doesn't recognize that it is installed, and therefore says that it doesn't exist when I have it.
I downloaded the standard library through the mod portal. Because that's a dependency that wasn't in 1.6 in 0.16. 0.16, I just had nanobots. I had to download that. Hey,
so
do you think
it is Factorio standard library 1.0.0, right?
Let me load it up.
By a 4S.
Standard library 1.0.0.
Made by a 4S? Okay.
Factorio version 0.17, dependency base. And nanobots 3.00.
Yep.
You know what? Hell, I'm gonna delete nanobots.
But just
then
nanobots?
I'm gonna re-download nanobots.
Nanobots isn't the problem. It says that that's fine. It's saying the standard library.
I got nanobots originally from the forum and not through the game.
No, when I tried to join, it said that our nanobots mods matched, but it said that that your save didn't contain standard library. But I also can't join the game if I don't have standard library, because then nanobots doesn't work, and it knows that. I think you might have to somehow live on without nanobots.
That's like the one that I wanted most of all. But if we have to, we will try once more. But if we have to.
The thing, the moment I introduced E to logistics bots, he now has a mod that means he has them from the beginning of the game.
Yeah. They're just so good.
Oh dear.
Let me just check nanobots. Early bots is enabled. Factorio standard library is enabled. Confirm. Play. Multiplayer. Host save game. Yes. Yes. Okay, it's loaded.
So what are you trying right now?
I just tried redoing my end. If you want to just join back with the normal settings.
Okay. I'll try closing and opening Factorio. Just in case. Everyone keeps suggesting to me a new game mode, which is Cliff World, where I put all the cliff settings to max, and I'm like, no.
What?
Never. Why?
I mean, that doesn't sound fun to me, but then again, you've done lots of game modes that don't sound fun.
I've done Living with Biters, which is kind of the same thing in a way, but... I don't know. With Living with Biters, it's more exciting, because there's this constant danger of being murdered by biters if you make one slip-up, whereas with Cliffs, they're just in the way.
I guess Cliff World, you'd have to allow yourself not to use cliff explosives, otherwise, halfway through the game, it becomes pointless.
Okay, let's try this again. Join, synchronize, and it's saying that you don't have standard library. And my options are confirm and back.
What does confirm do?
Makes me restart with standard library disabled.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to try disabling standard library and see if that works.
Well, then your nanobots won't work and you won't be able to start the game.
Well, we'll see. It didn't need standard library in 1.16, in 0.16.
Oh.
It will probably fail, but let's see.
So it didn't need standard library before. Or, wait, no, it does. We know this. It has a dependency.
It has a dependency now. Didn't used to. Desert Wolf, welcome to the Empire.
It still has one. Or,
Oh, when I load up, it tells me that I have to load the mod, but it doesn't actually make me.
Oh, it still lets you start the game.
Did you not try confirm?
I think I did. I think whenever I had the option to, I pressed the try and do the thing button.
Hi, join me now. I didn't like restart or anything, so in theory,
you don't appear at the moment. Refreshing. There you are. Okay. Join. Oh, it's got to asking for the password. It never got there before. Hang on, let me just test this. Okay, it comes up as asterisks. Do you have to make the password so long? I'm bad at spelling. I got it wrong. God damn it.
I mean, there's about a 50% chance I got it wrong.
There we go. It says I'm joining.
Now, there is a good chance that when you use nanobots, they won't work.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Okay, here we are.
Hi. Dozer Pindan, welcome to the Empire. Thanks for subscribing.
Okay.
I'm going to start recording, and I'm going to do a little intro, because I'm going to upload
okay.
Hi, welcome to Factorio 0.17 with Bentham.
Hello.
Bentham, everything looks so new and different.
I know, it's all shiny and dark grey with pointy corners.
I mean, they're slightly rounded, right? For safety reasons.
We don't need safety here. The buttons are rounded. The boxes are pointy. And if you mouse over the buttons, they have nice like highlights, and clicking on them makes them sink into the panels and stuff. And turn it on alt mode, because always do that. There's a button for it now.
Oh god, there are so many things.
Mm-hmm.
What's toggling alt mode do?
The same thing Alt has always done.
Oh.
But
Okay,
now
it
there's a
just
button
doesn't
for
fancy-
it because
Thank you, Compact Getty.
you should always have that on.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know
there's
why there's a
now
button.
cut and paste and copy and undo. Blueprints
What?
are on here, the deconstruction planner is on here, and the upgrade planner is now a thing that exists, as well as
Oh,
toggling
God.
features of power suits for later in the game.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Also,
right.
to-do list should really be a button in this panel, because that's the point of this panel. Why is to-do list still in the top corner?
I imagine it just hasn't. It's just been updated with this very simple.
Yeah, I know. They've made all the mods so that they just work in. So that they just work without breaking. But they should. The point of this is that we can put mods in this now. In fact, are there any? Oh, there's none here. Okay, I was wondering because some of them might already have been integrated if people are quick. But yeah, here we are.
So...
First things first. Hit escape. Go to settings.
Okay.
Go to interface.
Yep.
At the bottom of all this, pick ghost item if no items are available.
When selecting a buildable item from your quick bar or when using the pipette tool, if you have no item for that, a ghost will be placed by the... Ooh.
Then turn active quick bars up to 4.
Active quick bar.
And then you'll have more quick bars, and more is always better.
Ah!
And then I think put train visualization length up to 12. I'm not quite 100% understood on how that works, but I think turning that up is good.
How many wagons should be visualized on the right... What?
Yeah, and I'm like, more is always better. The more I can see the bigger trains I can check the positioning of.
Huh.
I don't think anything else is important right now.
Okay.
That I remember. But yeah, those 3 settings are just the turn these on immediately settings for me now. Okay, let's play the game. Where's the stuff? It's all north of us.
Up here.
There's no pickaxe now. You just mine with your hands.
Oh. Yes, that's what I've always done. I've hit stone with my hands. It's like Minecraft.
Well, the funny thing is that getting rid of the pickaxe is supposed to be taking us away from Minecraft, because originally it was put in just because it was the done thing in like resource gathering in games at the time. If you want to gather ore, you put a pickaxe in. And then they're like, wait, that's a terrible idea.
And it was a pretty terrible idea.
And now there's an upgrade to make you mine quicker later on in the game. So it's like the pickaxe is still here. Everyone says rip the pickaxe, but there is now a research that is steel pickaxe. I mean, there was before, but it still exists, so...
It just speeds up your mining, right?
Yeah. So the pickaxe isn't dead, it just exists in our hearts now.
Pickaxe existing in people's hearts is probably not a healthy concept. Seems like it might impede blood flow.
Okay, I've got some iron production going.
Hey, it's Lowry.
You're manually mining coal. You have a mining drill in your inventory.
I was going to save it, but okay, yeah.
Well, why would you save one of the 2 machines we have instead of using it?
Well, are you going to set up yours so that they like form a sympathy circle?
I'm making iron so I can make another mining drill that can form the circle.
Well, then why did I put down mine?
So that we have 2. We need 2.
Oh, they've changed the look of
stone?
wooden chests.
Yep, it's all snazzy and new. I will grab some stone. So, the quick bars have changed now. Previously, they were like an extension of your inventory where they operated as their own inventory slots you would put things in. Now, they refer to spots in your inventory, and your inventory's all in one place.
I placed a ghost.
And yeah, you can
do that. I like how when you've got like a little ghost cursor. That's cute.
Yeah, there's a little ghost symbol. There we go, we have the loop.
The loop is made.
And I'm gonna go set up mining of stone. With the wooden crate that I stole from you.
Ah! How dare you? That was my favorite wooden crate.
It was your only wooden crate, which means that is correct.
Exactly.
But also, if you click on one of the numbers on your quick bar, it opens up a quick bar menu where there are even more quick bars.
I can't cope with that.
You can have 10 different ones. I've already, I did a test thing where I just started setting up a mock-up quick bar arrangement, and I filled 9 of the 10. We might need more quick bars. I shouldn't have left behind the stone miner. I now need stone.
Huh? Oh god, what am I even looking for now? I'm so confused.
What are you doing? You're just standing in
How do I remove something from my quick bar?
Middle mouse button.
Oh, middle mouse button. Okay.
Yeah, you can swap out all the quick bars as you like. And so I basically just set them up with different roles. So I'll have like a starting game bar and then like an oil bar and a train bar and just swap them out as needed for different projects.
Do they stick around between different games?
No, you have to set them up every time.
Okay. The fact they've changed the look of things is just completely throwing me off.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of time to get used to. Everything feels a little bit clunky for a while, but then that's because it would have felt clunky when you started playing Factorio anyway. Yeah, I'm going to start setting up the bars. So we'll make just basic stuff here. You know, we'll start with belts. We'll do belts first. I want to make a standard arrangement between the different ones, so I've got a...
We were looking
Oh, the
for
mini loaders. What is
arrangement.
this about? Why is there
Mini
5
loader.
of them? Fast mini loader, express, filter, fast filter, express filter. Oh, the other one's over there. Okay, there are 6. They're weird and scary, and I'm gonna just pretend they don't exist.
Oh, they just transfer a belt speed in a straight linear fashion, but they're really expensive. Generally, you only really need them for stuff like offloading trains or unloading trains really quick. I wouldn't worry about them otherwise.
Starting things. I'll queue up steam engine stuff for when I need that. Assembler, power pole. Oh, I forgot actually. Hold on. Whoops.
What, putting down lights so people can see?
No, not that. But we should do that. But we don't have lights yet. We haven't reset
Yeah, that's
them.
what I was thinking.
I missed the actual core things of the starting game of the stone furnace and the basic miner. There we go.
Oh, those are the first things I did.
I've set up my hotbar. There we go. It's all working now.
People want trains. It's
Well, of
it's
course.
like 10 minutes in though.
It doesn't take too long. What's the... Let me look at the achievements. I always forget how long it is. Yeah, there's an achievement for building a locomotive within the first 90 minutes of a game. And I've done that before, but I haven't apparently got it this time. I'm going to upgrade our miner loop. There we go.
To a major loop?
Yes.
That is how that works. Do you think we need to expand much more from here? By the way, this is what you can do a sneak through.
I think you might be able to do this anyway. I think you could go through this normally and this normally, but you couldn't go through this normally, maybe? I'm not even sure.
How many more of these do we need to do before we can move on to electric, in your opinion?
Well, we can start an electric whenever we like, really.
Yeah, but there's an optimal point, and I don't know where that is.
I don't know what it is either.
What? I thought that's the one thing like you were really like an expert at.
I'd
It's
like
optimal.
Well, optimal like setups, but not like timings for speedruns. I don't do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered. I play
timing
Factorio slowly.
Yeah, you and timing is Interesting.
I savor Factorio.
Sure. I'm gonna have a power quick bar. Why am I getting excited about this?
How the stone's doing? There's only 8 in there. I see you've been making use of the stone.
But I just made the power stuff, so...
Oh, are you making the boiler and things?
Yeah, I've got them now. I'm placing them.
I can make some
Do you want
belts
to
and
run
start
power
running...
vertically or horizontally?
I'd say vertically. Back up
Vertically?
towards where we are. And then I can run a coal line down it and it'll use slightly less belts.
Okay.
I'll spend a bit of time building some more iron miners while you work on that. Because we're not quite there for spamming a bunch of belts everywhere. Why are people talking about Judge Dredd in my chat? What? I haven't been paying attention to chat for like the last 20 minutes.
I mean, someone has to judge Dredd. He's a terrible person.
Apparently the Sniper Elite people have acquired the rights to Judge Dredd, maybe.
Oh, really?
Okay, gonna make sure all the current miners have got coal.
When is this new update going to happen?
Who said that?
When someone in my chat, or did it, and mine hasn't updated yet.
Right.
Yeah,
Hang on, I'm gonna. Do I have link privileges in your chat?
If you don't, someone should permit you.
I have made a video years ago about how to update Factorio because nobody knows, and I'm going to link
I know.
it.
I updated Factorio.
Yeah, you managed it. YouTubers always know how to update it because it's the same way you update any gaming beta.
Oh God.
Are you okay?
I had like 2 hours of hiccups earlier, and now I can't do anything with my lungs that's more than just standard shallow breathing.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
Because otherwise it goes into like a little bit of a tizzy.
Yeah, after tons of
I've
people,
started hiccuping again.
after tons of people asking me how to update Factorio, I just made a video about it, and it's got 17,000 views. There, I've linked how to update Factorio. If you don't know how, go watch that. I'll also link it in my own
now we need
chat.
to ban you because you did promotion in the chat.
It's a PSA. It's useful.
God damn it!
Also, I talked for like 2 minutes about what I was going to do before I did it, and you didn't say anything.
I was busy.
I can see.
Yep.
You might be about to start hearing my own video play on my stream. No, I managed to stop it. Okay.
Oh God damn it!
I'm just gonna put this in my chat as well.
Everyone, you means you can spam the blame emote, blame Ben.
There, that's how you played the game. The update is out and has been for days.
There we go. They made belts look different. Is that like a...
Oh yeah, they're on a raised set of runners now.
Interesting.
Those hiccups sound like the worst kind of hiccups.
I have a very strong diaphragm, so when I get hiccups, it's very rare, but when it happens, they are powerful, and there's no exception.
Like, I've had those from time to time. I think everyone is feeling that right now. It's like when you see someone get kicked in the nuts, you're like, oh no. Oh, I feel that pain.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I was walking around the shop earlier, and I was just going hiccup all the way.
They're the hiccups that, like, tear at your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says, try and scare EE. I should think of a funny joke for that, but nothing's coming to mind right now. I think he's scared for his life with these hiccups right now.
Just disappointed in my life choices.
Everything you've done has led to this moment.
Okay. Just waiting on really getting a lot more iron right now.
Right, I've got a bunch of belts being made. Gonna start running coal. Oh, you've already got a bunch made yourself. Okay, that's where all the iron was going.
Yeah, I've been going up and did you not see me? I've been really close to you, just grabbing iron for like the last half hour.
I saw you grabbing iron, but I was like, oh god, he must be making a lot of steam engines.
Oh, no. God damn it. The worst. Nanon, £10 tip. Did that fix the hiccups? No. But thank you very much for trying. God damn it.
Like, they're so violent, it sounds like you're about to throw up. Every time I try and get iron from here, you've just been by and taken it all already.
I would say I'm sorry.
You're making electric miners to deliver the initial coal to the power system.
Well, no. I imagine we'll jumpstart it with normal, but...
Okay, I will jumpstart.
I also need to deliver the electricity back up. For God's sake! This is the worst. Have you got some wood?
A bit, yeah.
At the risk of sounding lewd, can you give me your wood?
Oh dear.
The first blog, £20. Did someone say scary? Enter DACA L, enter DACA R. Thank you very much. The first blog. I was going to say it almost worked, but you know, I'm still hiccuping. And Shanghai Kid, welcome to the Empire. I do not know what your rank is now because you've been subscribed before, but thank you.
Nice work, YouTube Automod. YouTube Automod sometimes is really on the ball, funnily enough.
Oh, what did it do?
The guy didn't even swear or anything. And it was like, get rid of it. I think it's because he put YouTube in, he said the word YouTube in his comments, and I think YouTube flags that.
Yes, you should not talk about YouTube because it's normally derogatory.
I think if it's like, if you say YouTube channel, it assumes that you're advertising your own channel and flags it, and it's great.
I'm not sure if that's great or just... God damn it, YouTube.
Well, the funny thing is that generally it's correct.
I guess. Okay, that should jumpstart. I hate my life.
Oh, by the way, if you look at the power graph now, they've overhauled how it looks, and it's got like the units actually on the side now. They've labeled their axes, so that they're gonna get full marks now.
It says K, etc. It doesn't say the unit.
Well, yeah, they're gonna get like 8 out of 10 marks for that graph because they're not.
I don't know. It hasn't got a title. It hasn't got a legend.
Oh yeah, there's no title.
It hasn't got the axis units.
They have titles, consumption and production. They're just above
that's true. That's true. They do have titles. That's fine. They'll get 7 out of 10 maybe at best.
Yeah, they now previously only went up to 50 hours. They now go up to 250 and 1,000 hours if you have a factory running that long.
Fuzzy says, "Why was she not invited to our Factorio Fest?"
Who? Where? What?
Fuzzy says, "Why was she not invited to our Factorio Fest?"
Fuzzy, come join us playing Factorio.
That is the correct response.
And it was EE's stream, so it was his job to tell people it was happening. I don't know.
It was all rather last minute, surprisingly enough. Join us. Ping me in Discord, and I will give you the information.
Last minute, a thing involving me? What?
I know, right? She can't. She's busy. Well, that's why we didn't invite you.
We knew. We just magically knew.
Yeah. You were always busy.
Really annoying early on with coal, because you just want to be able to like dump a stack into it and have it work, but you never have enough coal to start with. You just took some of the coal. You just took more of the coal.
No, I put the coal in. I gave you like all my coal.
Oh, okay. It said minus, so I assumed that it was a minus from the miner, but it's a minus from you, which is confusing when you're in multiplayer.
That is true. Carly, thank you for the bits. Sympathy bits. I appreciate your sympathy.
Alright, I'm gonna make a science lab. It's time.
It's time. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna queue up. Oh, science looks different.
Oh yeah. Like, all the UI elements have been changed. Oh, there's not enough copper in here. Have you been grabbing all the copper this whole time?
I literally just grabbed the copper.
Every time I try and gather resources, you've just been there. Here we go, the queuing has begun. You probably want to do... I'm going to cancel electronics new logistics first, because we need, like, underground belts to be able to run a factory.
Oh, I'm getting confused by the new layout. That's why.
We has a lab. I'm going to make some science packs. I can't. You have all the copper. Make me science packs.
But I don't want to make science packs.
We need 10, and then we can automate it and never make science packs again.
Okay, I will make 10 science packs.
And actually, I'm gonna, like, make, 20 so we can then immediately do logistics and have that out of the way. Wait, no, I can't. I'm out of iron.
I will make 10 science packs. God!
Welcome to Multiplayer Factorio with E, where we listen to E die. Oh yeah, there's a thing I can do now. Hold on. Ping.
How? How?
Control-Alt-Click on the map. What have I done?
You should have known this was coming.
I blame you for this. Ikanoishi. I can't pronounce that.
Ikanoishi, I can't pronounce it.
Ikanoishi. Ikanoishi, there we go. Oh, the markers come up tiny in the overworld. They come up huge in the map. Why have you stopped the science? I'm going to put some of mine in.
I haven't. I ran out of packs because I'm still making them when I dump them in. God damn it.
You're right, Ambi, I am still slow as ever to read the chat. I've not been reading most of it.
What does Bentham think about the ability to call trains to any location on your rails?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that when I was doing my actual video about new train things and stuff.
What?
But now when you're in a train, you can just, I think, control-click on a bit of track, and your train will just go there.
That's so neat.
Mm-hmm. Also, you can now set train wait conditions based on whether or not there is a passenger in the train.
That's also really neat.
And if you don't set any wait conditions for a station, the train will pass through the station without stopping, meaning that you can tell it to take a certain route by putting a station on that route and then having it just pass through it. So you can get trains to take detours around problem areas of rail congestion.
Fuzzy, you need recommendations for a mixer? I use a Yamaha MG10XU. It's a little bit more than needed, in all honesty. God damn it.
My setup isn't so fancy. I use VST host to process my audio.
And a hat.
And what?
And a hat.
Well, I use a hat or you use a hat?
You use a hat.
Oh yeah, no, I do. You're right, I do use a hat in my audio processing. I use my hat to deaden the sound of things hitting my desk. My microphone for many years now has been sat on top of a folded over woolly hat.
You pretend like I'm asking weird, crazy questions.
I genuinely forgot. It's just a part of my setup. It's just how it works. I mean, your mic arm included a knife for a while.
It did.
It's a metal cutlery knife.
And at 2 points, it included biros.
Oh yeah, at one point, before I did YouTube, I had a headset that was partially held together using a ruler.
We come from the same school of bodge.
Yeah, it's the MacGyver school of YouTubing.
Exactly. Modestium lost. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. The bites are coming for the sound of my hiccups.
Like
Sorry.
my lighting setup for when I'm doing anything face cam is a desk lamp that is on an arm that clamps to a desk, but the clamp is missing because it's a second-hand one. So I just balance it on various things to get the light in the right place.
How do you clear something that's in your, like, mouse?
Q.
Sweet!
Which also now, because of how they've changed the deconstruction planner and upgrade planner to work, if you hit Q, they just disappear because you don't need them in a slot now because there's already a slot for them in the button bar.
Oh.
So you now just retrieve the deconstruction planner, and then when you're done with it, you hit Q and it's gone.
Okay.
I see we've got automation done and we're halfway through logistics. So we'll be able to actually have splitters and underground belts, which will be important. I'll be playing Satisfactory at some point, Crazy Faith, but I think it's still not available for anyone to play unless you win the lucky draw of
I pinged them on Twitter the other day and no reply.
Yeah, I think right now the key policy is that you have to get luck of the draw and no one's allowed to make videos of it, and there's no, like, press list or anything that you can join.
I said, like, put me on your press list for when you're ready, and they got nothing back.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
I don't think they have one. It's weird and confusing and scary. This isn't how this normally works.
How do you not have a press list? Like, I don't understand that.
Like, does this count as, like, a closed beta if it's luck of the draw keys being handed out, or is it... Is that how that works?
I believe the term is it's an arse of a tea kettle beta.
Well, is a closed beta where it's like an internal test, or is it where it's a limited test?
Limited, and you can't really talk about it or anything.
Okay, so it's a closed beta then.
Yeah, it's closed beta.
It's just a weird one, because I was kind of like thinking maybe it's like a Schrodinger's beta. Because
It's
you
not
either
alive
have a
event,
key
you
or
do that.
don't.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that follows. I'm pretty sure Satisfactory is a thing himself. They've shown a lot of stuff about it.
Alpha is internal. No, alpha used to be. So in the old days, alpha would be an internal test, which was not feature complete. And then beta would be feature complete, but you were still polishing.
And then Minecraft.
And then Minecraft happened. And then it became that alpha would be internal and beta would be something they could do externally.
No, alpha was external with Minecraft, and it wasn't...
Yeah, but that's how the
feature
term
complete
shifted,
till the end of beta.
It became blah.
Yeah. Now it became call it whatever you like, and people will just have to deal with it.
Yeah. Call it whatever you like, and they will come.
And I think the Factorio devs have never used those terms, or they've like used them to be like, technically we are like this, but they've never actually used the terms. They're like, we're in development. We are feature complete. We are something else complete. They're just doing it that way. They're like, none of these terms mean anything anymore. We're just going to make our own terms.
Yeah.
So they were made feature complete a while ago, and then they were something else complete at some point, and I can't remember what it was.
Scope complete?
I think it was scope complete. And now they're almost actually complete. They're getting there.
Whoa, we're being attacked.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Bentham to arms.
Do you like the new alarms? They're really quiet and not at all panic-inducing, which they really should be when biters are attacking you. That's a hell of a first attack. I am doing a concern. And I've got to invent blooming repair packs. Where are they? I need copper for that. Ugh. Everything's run out because I've just been stood around talking, and there's no coal in anything anymore.
Underground belts look different.
Yep. They're smoother now and stuff. I don't know.
Hiccups suck. Welcome to my TED Talk.
You win the award that I imagine exists for good TED Talks. So yeah, did you notice the alarm sound even? Because it's real quiet now.
I did. It was weird. And it didn't really sound alarming. It sounded like a bloop, bloop, bloop.
I've already doubled the volume from what it used to be, and it's still super quiet. So I think I need to like double it again. And even then,
change the volume of the alarm, or is it just game volume?
Well, there's an alerts slider for.
Oh, okay.
Volumes. There's a bunch of different ones, and I think they've changed it all now, because the audio balancing seems borked. I've already been redoing some of these. I've maintained my walking sound 1% volume, because I find the walking sound in this game ridiculously obnoxious if you have it at even 2%.
That's true. Walking sounds decrease. Alerts volume increase. That's better.
I think now they might have rebalanced it so that you can't hear 1% walking like you could before. Because I could still hear it before, and I was like, I can't make it any lower than this. Okay, coal for everyone. That's my new policy, coal for everyone.
You sound like the EPA.
Wait, which one's that?
The Environmental Protection Agency.
What are their policies?
They just put a coal lobbyist in charge.
Ah, right, yes, that's what... I was like, I feel like this is topical, but I'm not quite there yet. I remember. Oh yeah, did you notice the new look of the biters?
They look more like big, pale shellfish prawns.
Okay.
Is
They're
that
more
a
sort of
correct
like
assumption?
spidery and horrible and stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
And
maybe that.
And the spitters look like centipedes now. And the worms look like those things from that King Kong movie, and I can't remember which one, and it might have just been called King Kong, but the one where there's worms in it.
I don't know that one. Maybe it was just called Kong.
Yeah, there's a bit where they're in a big chasm, and it's full of horrible worm things, and one of them eats the head of one of the people, or starts to, and then they cut its head off. And they're
Sammy
horrible, and it
Hoyle,
looks just like that.
£37.68. Is this Reaper level of money? Hope it's getting rid of the hiccups. Thank you. It's certainly helping. Something. I'm
Wait,
not
why
sure.
did it register as 37.68 for you, but in your chat it just says 37?
Oh, maybe my chat rounds for some reason.
Ugh. Is it like converting it between... No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss Sammy Hoyle. I still love how you do bits. How do I do bits?
I think going sideways into your camera, I guess?
Oh, yeah, that's special. That's true.
I feel like you could use E as zombie sound effects. You need to put an inserter here. You can't put a power pole there.
That's a good point.
Also, you could have this power pole one further out. Oh, you've done it with the rest of them.
Yeah, it got knocked, I think, as I went over a belt.
Oh yeah, belt immunity is a thing now. Later in the game, you can unlock a belt immunity module you can put in power armor to mean that you don't get moved by belts.
Oh, that's nichely useful.
Well, it's really useful when you're at the blue belt stage, and blue belts travel about as fast as you walk.
Ah, yes.
You can, like, I've had many problems in the past where I've got stuck in a loop because a blue belt corner goes slightly quicker, and so that actually does push you back, and you can end up in a loop if you try and fight it. So that's always fun.
Don't fight the belts.
I'm just gonna manually do more research. I can set up a single assembler to just get that running.
I will allow that.
You'll allow it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making 2 assemblies.
Wow, that's extravagant. Think of the children, Bentham. Have you tried turning your diaphragm off and back on again? I wish that was an option. I really do.
I mean, that would fix it, right? Technically.
I don't know. I don't think
the
anyone's ever tried.
problem is that it gets in like a feedback loop. But if you like reset your diaphragm, then it fixes it. However, there is no known like very effective way of actually doing that.
Just don't breathe for 10 minutes and your hiccups will disappear. That is true. That is 100% effective.
There are various different methods people have suggested for trying to reset your diaphragm, and I think they sometimes work, but it's never reliable.
No, they're all just generally as reliable as concentrating very hard on not hiccuping. I think it's the general gist of it.
We've got some automated, well, some kind of automated red science. Oh, which is now called automation science.
Yay!
They all have names now.
I prefer just calling them red and stuff.
Well, you can still do that, but they now have official names.
I'm going to call them cherry and vanilla and what's gray? Alien.
There used to be alien science packs, but they were purple.
Oh.
You now have automation, logistics, military, chemical, production, utility, and space. And they all have much more defined roles now. So you can actually, like, bypass different kinds of science packs in favor of others, and it makes sense, and you can still
Gray
play
can be
the game.
bubblegum.
Gray can be bubblegum?
Mm-hmm.
Since when is grey a classical colour of bubblegum?
When you chew all the coloring out. Cherry, lime, plague, Kool-Aid. Okay.
Okay, yeah, someone in chat has mentioned that there is one way that is apparently been medically found to be guaranteed.
Tasing myself, yes. Tasing myself?
No, that wasn't it. This is... There is one guaranteed way, according to QI, which covered this a long time ago, and apparently...
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yes, apparently the one proven way by studies of curing hiccups is apparently digital rectal massage. I don't know who found this out or how or why.
No, that's not the only way. It's the same thing. So the nerve endings in that area of the body connect in a similar way, I think, as the diaphragm, or to a similar point. I think it's to the same part of the spine. So heavy stimulation of genital area can cause it to override the feedback from the diaphragm, because your spine can only take so much information from one source. And so it can override and wash out the signal from the diaphragm, which stops it spasming.
Apparently you can also cure hiccups surgically, but I feel like generally people don't get that far.
Oh, we're being attacked!
Oh. They're really going ham.
Yeah, we have to do something about this.
Oh yeah, you set them to like infrequent... No, you set them to Oh, you set their expansion. Their attacks are unrelated to that.
There is a base just north of here.
Yeah, that's the one. Should we just go take it out? We need a bit more, actually, in the way of ammo at the very least. We can take it out with pistols, as long as we have enough ammo on us.
Well, I'm already fighting them, so...
Okay, I'm on my way.
Okay, we're gonna need more ammo for the actual base, though.
Yeah, that's kind of the important bit. That was what I was saying when I was like, we need...
You can get the base, I'll protect you.
Okay, well, we can both do that. If you just mouse over the area between you and the base, you'll shoot the base, but if a biter appears, you'll default to shooting that.
Teamwork! That was a nice explosion.
It's Factorio. You can even automate what you choose to fire at any one time. Biters have been made a little bit more dangerous with this update, because it turned out that there's been this glitch in biter base stuff forever, and I just thought it was how they worked, but apparently it was actually an error that they just never spotted, which is that the bases normally absorb pollution, and once they reach a certain threshold, they like spend pollution to spawn extra biters. And so what they were doing was absorbing all the pollution that hit them. But it turns out that wasn't how they were supposed to work. They were supposed to absorb enough pollution to spawn a few biters and then let the pollution pass over them. But apparently they forgot they hadn't implemented this. And so they looked and they're like, oh, it turns out that in most games with any sort of significant levels of pollution, there are biter bases that have tens of thousands of units of pollution in them when a biter costs... like 100. And so they fixed the glitch. And now...
Let me spawn them more often.
Now, once they hit that limit, pollution just washes over them and continues to the next base. So, you know how previously I've had maps where the pollution stops as soon as it hits the ring of biters?
Yeah, now it's aggro more.
It doesn't stop. So, you're gonna be... There's like 3 bases deep will be attacking you. So, try firing up some of those old save games of yours with Rampant on and stuff. Where you were fighting for your life. And enjoy.
I'm removing the coal iron furnaces.
I like everyone's setting up a running joke now. Oh, why did you get rid of those miners? I was trying to mine away this tiny little remaining bit of iron.
Oh. Well, okay, if you really want
You can put an electric one on it if you want, I guess. The deposit's now small enough for one to be enough. But everyone's starting up a running joke now where every time the biter alarm goes off, they act like it. I've received a message.
I mean, it is the Star Trek intercom sound. Like, not gonna...
It is, yeah. So they're like, message from biter, nom. Biter wrote on your wall.
I want that to appear, like, they should just change it so, like, the console, like, text, like, messages appear, but they're, like, stacked one left, one right, one left, one right, with a little picture of a biter on each.
Someone make that a mod immediately.
Nom, have you heard about this factory? Nom, nom, nom. No, what's going on? Oh, there's this delicious factory, you should come. Nom, 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 nom.
I realise that there's not really any point in hoovering off the belts when the furnaces are full of iron. We now have 7 stacks of iron. Oh, did I put that in there? I shouldn't have put that in there. Whoops. I'll stick military in the queue because it's super cheap and it'll mean we can get submachine guns.
Yay!
And then turrets and steel, and then steel axe, and then we mine faster.
Yay!
They're a bit more expensive. They're like 50 each though, so maybe I shouldn't. Oh, you know what? Actually, cancel those. Next
Sorry,
thing
welcome to the
research
Empire. This is
optics.
Greg. This is Shell.
One annoying thing right now is you can't rearrange the research queue. I wish you could just like shoehorn something in, but you're not allowed to like drag them onto the queue yet.
Oh, you should be able to just click and drag. I don't understand why.
I'm sure they'll allow that in like 2 hotfixes time because everyone's gonna be like, why haven't you done this?
Yeah, that does seem rather obvious.
And if they're not, I'll be like, why haven't you done this?
And then they'll do it and they'll call it a game mode that they came up with.
That's not how that works.
It could be how that works. You're not how that works.
By the way, there's some iron gears building up in this chest here, so you can come and gather some from time to time. The assembler works faster than needed.
Nom.
Should make
Okay.
it even
Thank you.
faster because it's not running half the time.
what
Actually,
do
you're
you think-
researching fast inserters. That'll fix it in a second.
Yeah, what do you think we should work on now? Copper?
Yeah, copper array.
Yeah.
I can start. Well, actually, we need some radars. I haven't got any of those yet. I'm gonna plonk some radars down and then invalidate the resistance by going on a scouting mission anyway.
Bentham, how do you feel about the end of Stargate coming?
It's gonna be sad. Also, we might die.
What makes you think that?
Everything.
Everything makes you think that. Do you not think that we're a crack team of competent specialists, perfectly suited for the job we have to do?
What? I was reading chat.
Wow!
What I've discovered is that I can only focus on interacting with people in a call or people in the chat, and I can't do both. Which is why when I'm in multiplayer streams, I completely neglect the chat. If I try and read it, I immediately stop hearing what I'm being told in the game.
Okay, then why did you neglect me?
Because I wanted to not neglect the chat. I just explained this.
But why did you choose that one? Am I not important?
Because they were probably saying interesting things. I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Okay, so they're probably saying interesting things, which means that I wasn't saying anything interesting? For shame.
Everyone's talking about uranium ammo, which is very fun. It's nice. It's a good late game upgrade.
I just like hoarding my uranium in the late game.
But
I see
then
it
you
as a
can make
marker
it
of, like,
into
how well I'm
ammo
doing.
and give everything awesome ammo.
I mean, I could. Also, just keep hiccuping.
Is the power holding up? Oh, fine so far.
Yeah, I might install a long reach mod next time.
They've already given you longer reach.
But I want longer reach.
At some point, you have to stop.
But what if we get to the point where it's overreach?
What? That's what I'm saying. I'm building power pole lines out into the wilderness so I can build some radars where they'll
Get
scan
eaten by
different areas
biters.
from each other. Probably. It'll be an early warning system.
True, expensive early warning system. Nom. Have you seen this radar out here? Nom. No. Nom. It's really tasty. Nom. Come and see. Bling. Bling. Bling.
I like everyone suggesting various different things you can do about the hiccups, including eating a teaspoonful of sugar.
I'm not allowed sugar right now.
Oh. It probably wasn't a good idea anyway.
I mean, eating a teaspoonful of sugar is always a good idea. It makes the medicine go down.
You got to... I was just about to. You beat me to it. God damn it.
There we go, with those 1950s references or whatever it is. There you go. That's my fake burp. Evening, Raoul. I am not allowed to drink myself into oblivion. I'm not allowed alcohol. I'm allowed nothing fun. I had a dream last night that I had a house party and was able to drink.
Oh.
And I woke up and I genuinely thought for about 10 minutes that had happened and that I had failed my diet and I failed my personal trainer, and I felt very sorry. And then I realized it was a dream.
That's always the worst, when you have a dream about some weird, like, situation change, and for a minute while you've woken up, you think it's actually true, and you're like,
yep.
Oh, now I've got to face life in this situation. And then after a bit, you're like, wait, what am I doing?
It's the worst.
I think I had that once where it was like a... It was like a messing up at university nightmare. It was like, I was one of those ones where it's like, oh, I've got an exam tomorrow and I didn't know I was signed up for the course. And then I woke up like, oh crap, how do I fix this now? And then after a minute I was like, what am I doing?
I'm not in university anymore.
And then I was like, oh, those nightmares are real. I thought they were just on TV.
Right. We have copper being processed. When can I get my nanobot gun?
I don't know, is it still a thing?
It's a technology,
The mod's probably broken. I hope you've got autosaving running.
I do.
Oh, is there a worm here? Oh yeah, there's a random worm out here. Come help me kill it.
Do you need my help?
Yeah, you can see how there's a new way that the projectiles work.
Oh.
It's interesting, and it makes it really good to have two people attacking the thing, not one. Also, they make horrifying noises.
Like me when I hiccup. Ah!
Yeah, so they now fire projectiles, and they try and predict where you're gonna be, so you have to zigzag to avoid them.
Ah, that's neat. I like it.
And if you stand in these things, it slows you down and hurts you. And they persist for a while, for quite a while. Right, I've made a horrible monstrosity of radar grid by running power poles out, and we now look our power network now looks like a headless stick figure.
We're also not really providing enough power.
Oh yeah, we don't have enough power for the number of radars I've built. I can fix that if you like.
It's okay, I'm down here.
We've almost unlocked optics, and then we can put lights down and people can see.
I mean, I'm not on YouTube, and apparently people can see just about.
Okay. Well, in my chat, if it gets to night time and everything's gone dark, just yell lights in the chat, all caps, and I'll maybe notice it.
What is it you say in Harry Potter to make there be light? Illuminati?
It's Lumios, I'll have you know.
Lumios is in the film.
Or is it Lumos? It might be Lumos. Yeah.
Come on, Bentham.
I'm sorry I mixed up the film and the books. How terrible of me.
I know, right?
Apparently the power grid now looks like a conspiracy theory map. The colored lights are one of E's mods. It tells you if a machine is operating or if there's something wrong with it.
Red means it doesn't have the stuff to be able to activate. Yellow means it is
That's a
Input
circuit
starved.
per light.
Red is input starved. What is it? Yeah. Green is operating.
Yellow, I think, is output blocked. That seems
Yeah, yellow's output blocked, must be.
That's consistent with what everything is looking like. Okay, I'm gonna put lights everywhere so that YouTube viewers can see.
Hey, Aris Justin. Also, you missed Mage on Tuesday, and it was interesting. Dot tortured Josh's character. It was great.
Oh, okay. I had to miss that because the Factorio update came out half an hour before that show.
Also, Josh cast a spell and didn't realize his consequences.
Oh.
So he said to me, I would like to cast a spell, because he was afraid of getting shanked by Dot's character. I would like to cast a spell of forces around myself that prevents any object of a stab speed or slower from entering, like, the 5 millimeters around my body.
He wanted an anti-shank field.
Yeah, effectively. So nothing slower than, 10 meters a second could get within 5 millimeters of him. And so, later on, he began to suffocate.
Oh.
And he was like, "What? Why am I? Oh, I just remember the specifications of my spell." And I was like, mm-hmm.
Oh, dear. Always gotta watch out for lawyer genies.
They did meet some white court vampires, which was interesting.
Oh. What's the White Court? I've never heard of them.
They feed off human emotions.
Oh.
And the particular house they met, House Wraith, feeds off sexual energy.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
So are they like friendly vampires or not really?
No, they kill people when they feed off them properly.
Oh, okay. There's still the murder part.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they investigated her death. And eventually they had to go to this grand stately home with armed guards and have a chat to the mother and saying, "Look, your son has left a body in the open. We've got this truce kind of thing going on, but please don't make it this awkward and obvious." And so they had to tell off the son in front of the mother, which was great.
Okay.
And Dot's character is like almost completely asexual. So she got such a large bonus. She managed to resist quite well against the effects of being around them. And so he was like giving him a dress down in front of the mother. And they did it quite well.
Nice.
Oh, and also Rick ended up walking into the mirror in his sleep and gathering some shards and bringing them back.
Oh, dear.
And
Why
then
is sleep? Why did that happen?
He went to sleep.
Does he have sleepwalking as a negative?
He's possibly possessed right now.
Oh, okay. So not really sleepwalking, more like straight up possessed walking.
In his sleep, yes. And then he went to tell everyone and his tongue stopped working. And then he tried to tell everyone again and his heart beat 4 times in very rapid succession.
That's not supposed to do that.
Then decided it was a good idea not to tell them.
Oh, dear.
If you're gonna pick possessed, or was it haunted as a trait?
Now you need to make it, give him horrific hiccups so that he can't talk.
Nobody deserves that, man.
You would not wish that on anyone, even a fictional character.
Oh god, no. No, that would just be torture. That's unfair. Yeah, that's Magecast. Episodes are on my Twitch channel or on the YouTube channel. Episode 5 isn't up yet. Rick says he suffered 24 hours of hiccups at one point.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
That's not okay. Did he go to the doctor?
I mean, I feel you might have to at that point. It's in the world record years. Yeah, someone had a been hiccuping for years. Right. Time to start on a bus.
Oh yeah, I set up the radar, so they've started scanning, but they're taking their sweet time. Did you upgrade the power?
Yeah,
that's
it's
right,
doubled.
fine. Radars are using as much power as mining drills are. Radars early game are a huge power sink, and then late game it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking south facing, because that looks like it's the neatest.
I always hate vertical facing buses.
Why?
It's just a pet thing.
Okay.
Oh, there's a biter base off to the right we should deal with.
Yeah, I see it. Should we just go do that now before the pollution gets to it? We've unlocked submachine guns actually now, so I'm gonna get one of those.
I'll also buy a shotgun for destroying the base.
All right. All right, submachine gun armed and ready to go.
I'm still waiting. So let's wait here for a bit. Awkwardly standing here. Oh, also, that works. Oh, thank you. I have to be honest. I did just take some ammo out of your inventory.
Did you?
You had one ammo sitting in your inventory.
How did you access my inventory?
I can click on you and see your inventory. I can actually take the ammo out of your gut.
Yeah,
wow.
How did I can't do that. What buttons are you pressing?
I just click on you, left click.
That doesn't work for me. I think you've got like admin privileges on.
Okay, try and shoot me. Try and shoot me.
Okay. You've taken my gun, so I can't.
Okay, don't shoot me.
Except you gave me your pistol.
Yeah. Ready? Charge!
Sorted. Always a good combo. One person with a shotgun taking out the base.
Yeah.
One in chat says, Bentham, can you ask EE if he can help with my organic chemistry work?
I'm not very good with organic chemistry. I'm not very good with chemistry, to be honest. I didn't take chemistry A level.
I did, but I dropped it after the first year.
Ah.
There's only so many times you can calculate how many moles there is in something before... Nope.
Generally, count the number of molehills tends to help.
I feel like molehills has very little bearing on how many moles there are, really.
I mean, they're proportional, right? Oh, there's one to the south. We should take it as well. To the south!
Alright. Give us a good chance to do some scouting as well.
Second. I'm going to give you some stuff I've got in my inventory.
I don't know if I want you to be messing with my... Okay, fine. Are you just dumping things you don't want in my inventory?
I had a lot of copper and steel. And
You really did.
Yeah. That's half of what I had.
Why? Just... There's a chest that I've set up right now specifically for putting those in so that it can be made into science packs.
Can I explain the self-destruction of black holes to chat? That I can do, and that is awesome. So near the horizon, the black hole. Well, basically in space, you don't have nothing. You have something because you need to be uncertain because quantum physics and the Heisenberg uncertainty principle and all that
There's
jazz.
a
Whatever.
worm at this one.
All right, that's an oversimplification, but you need to be uncertain. So you can't be certain that a vacuum is nothing. So what you have is a particle and antiparticle create themselves and then annihilate like fraction of a second later, all the time.
Go, go, go. Ow. Ow. Ow, pain. Why did it go for me? I think it's because I arrived first.
Because you're juicy.
I lost half my health.
So what happens is, at the edge of a black hole, these particles create, one of them is just too close to the black hole and falls in.
Gotta hang around here and scout for a minute.
And then the other particle is like, wait, the cosmic balance of where I got my energy from is no longer, I can't annihilate. There's nothing to annihilate with. And so it then turns from a virtual particle into like a proper particle and then just flies away. And the energy created comes from the black hole. And so that energy is taken away from the black hole's energy, and this happens all the time, and slowly particles cause the black hole to evaporate. That's a very, like, rough TLDR, but it's true.
And then inside the black hole, do the particles and antiparticles just encounter each other, having been separated from their correct pairs? Hole? Well, because inside the black hole there are now particles and antiparticles made, right?
Inside the black hole is weird.
Well, I know it's weird in there, but they'll still exist in some form, right?
That's the correct answer. And yeah, because of that, right, because we're talking about the surface area, the number of particles that hit it is a surface area thing. Surface area is the square of the size, whereas the volume is the cube of the size. So the actual volume of a black hole, the larger it is, the much slower it decays. But when it gets smaller, because its surface area is only a square as opposed to a cube, it actually becomes able to like evaporate much quicker. So large black holes stick around for a long time, whereas smaller ones evaporate more quickly because it's much more likely to be similar numbers, because square and cube are only going to be close when it's smaller, and then have large divergences when they get bigger numbers. Yes, and that is known as Hawking radiation. Right, have we got enough yet to do the bus?
I've done some scouting, and it looks like we're good to do some expanding into the south. If you're okay with south.
I mean, the south's got some big cliffs, though.
Oh yeah, there are some. Crap, I didn't see them because they were like hidden.
I think we need to go like either probably left from just below the water.
That doesn't look too bad. I will wander out that way and have a look. By the way, there's some worms down here, but don't have to deal with them right now.
Do you need my help?
Yeah. If in single player, I've already encountered 2 worms and been able to take them out. But with the extra lag that I have from being a client, I don't think I can survive.
I'll be honest, it's not just lag of you being client; it's lag of you constantly desyncing. Because I constantly get a message that you're trying to update the game.
Oh.
It's flicking in the top left corner. You might be able to see it on stream occasionally.
The game hasn't been telling me that I've had any issues as far as I've noticed. OBS has been dropping some frames, nearly 1% of all frames.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to have to get my internet connection looked at. Something's wrong with it.
Yeah, it also coincides with your Zoom issues.
Weirdly, I haven't been noticing any Zoom issues from you since that like early one, but maybe I've just got used to them.
I've noticed a couple from you, but not in the last 20 minutes or so.
There's another base out here, a worm and a spawner.
That's something I'm going to right now.
Yeah, that's the worms. You might want my help with that. I will come say hi. Actually, if you've got the shotgun, that might be good for taking them out quickly before they hurt you too much.
Ow, 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 ow. I got hit.
Yep. And it just goes downhill from there, because then you're moving slower and you run into more of them. And they're persistent. Stop running through them. You keep running through them.
I'm good.
They all stay for, like, a really long time. Right, there's a base up this way.
Alright, I'm coming.
I like that just constantly in my chat there are suggestions about how you deal with the hiccups. It's all the classics. And I know the reason is it's because everyone always has this, and also it's because on TV, every single like sitcom and like cartoon in history has had the hiccups episode, where a character gets hiccups at the start and has them for the whole episode, and they spend the whole time trying to fix it, and that is how people have learned like 200 different ways of dealing with hiccups, but none of them actually work.
Oh wow, this is quite a base.
And half the problem is that ultimately they always pretend that one did work at the end of the episode as the conclusion. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh dear. But the method actually never worked in the first place. Oh god, I'm really low on health.
Should we just not go next to that one for a second?
Oh,
Don't stand in the goo!
I didn't realize there was any there because there were biter corpses on top of it. I can't check like what number of health I'm on, but it was real low for a second. I just gotta regen.
Daniel Jackson
himself has brought it all together. If you swallow a black hole, it cures hiccups forever. It's true.
But I'm pretty sure you are swallowed by the black hole.
Yes. But you're not hiccuping anymore. And like another hour of this and you'll probably be at the point where you'll accept that as an option.
Probably. At some point, my diaphragm will get like tired enough. I got good.
Oh no, one of my viewers just got hiccups.
It's infecting them!
It's transmitted over the internet like yawning. We're all doomed. Oh, I see more red dots. Also, I'm like out of ammo, but I can craft a bunch more. Oh, we've got a medium worm this time.
You're a medium worm.
That is not true.
Yes, it is the factual veracity of that statement we are worried about right now.
Wait, stop standing around me. They're gonna spit on me.
That's preferable.
Okay, this is doing nothing. I think we need the shotgun for this. I'm no use.
I've been trying to shotgun it.
I'll take out the little one. Oh lord, it's gone wrong. Oh, why did you leave me?
You should have backed away.
You ran away, so they both targeted me. It was going fine till then. And okay, well, both our stuff is over there.
Well, we're going back.
And now we both have a new pistol and ammo.
Hey, that's what everyone wants in life, right?
Now we can use two pistols at once.
Dual-wield! Cross the streams!
Oh, that was a thing. It should be a thing.
No, Factorio is a very serious game about people doing very serious things with factories. Also, we should get armor. Are you wearing armor?
No.
Oh, good. I wasn't either. Are you respawned?
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
Oh, I only just grabbed resources. Okay, I'm on my way back as well.
But my resources are in my body, so I'm going to go get them.
But you have to jump around enemy fire to get them.
Well, I'm hoping I can do it quick enough to not die.
Okay.
Also, I've got a reach of 10 now, which might be enough to grab it from outside of where the biters can shoot me.
Oh, hmm.
Nope, I looked away and now I'm being attacked by biters. I walked too far.
I got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
I went to go read chat and then I looked back and biters were killing me. But I'm okay. I did it. I'm okay.
I'm reading chat, and that's where I'm at. But in the end... Alright, I'm here.
Right, whereabouts is my body?
I need to just set my guns a second. Where are you?
It's over there.
Okay.
It's a little bit too close.
Wait, slow down. We need to group up. Come here.
I've just got a pistol and some ammo, so I need to get my stuff. If you run in and distract him for a minute, I can grab my stuff and get out, and then I can distract them while you grab your stuff. What say you to this plan?
I have guns. Go, Bentham, go!
Okay, I'm going.
I'm distracting them.
Got everything.
I walked through the sticky stuff, but we're still good.
Do you want me to distract him?
No, I've got enough on me. I don't need to go get my stuff until, we're dealt with this.
I'm actually quite low now. I've got 4 guns on me now. Stop giving me your guns.
Okay, I will give you some ammo. There you go.
Okay. Right, do you want me to move in and you can grab your stuff, or are we just attacking?
No, just attacking.
Okay. Charge!
I'm going to switch to the shotgun.
I'd say we leave the medium worm to last, and then we can focus him down. Okay, yeah, this...
I got stuck!
The submachine gun, it does nothing!
I have to back away. You might leave.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw its fire.
Sure, I'm at 2/3 health, so you be careful about that.
Ow. Like it occasionally stops to roar, so I just have a moment of calm before it goes back to trying to kill me. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you keep that up. It's going well.
I'm running out of space to move in.
Move to a different angle.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm low on health.
I think it's getting ticklish. It's hiccuping.
He's got a zigzag. Oh, no!
Yeah. Move. Back away.
Ah! Damn it!
God damn it!
I panicked and just started running directly away, but that meant it knew where I was going and shot where I was running to, and I died.
I'll wait for you.
I'm on my way. I might be able to grab my stuff without aggroing it this time. I died slightly further away.
You can just run around it. You don't need a gun.
Do bear in mind the thing heals while time passes.
In which case, I'm going to shoot it a little bit.
So they're suggesting drinking milk, drinking water,
Not allowed milk.
carbonated drinks,
Not allowed carbonated drinks.
holding breath. Like, my chat just can't get past this. I like, the moment I heard the hiccups, I just accepted it. It's like, they will last as long as they will last. And then they will be over, and at some point we'll notice and be like, yay! But nothing can stop hiccups. We have learned this.
I really could do with a meat shield distraction.
I'm on my way, jeez.
I like the fact you've accepted your role.
it's because you're the one with the shotgun, and I don't want to make my own shotgun, so... I'm leaving the shooting to you. Right, you keep him aggroed for a second.
Not a problem. I'm good at doing that.
Okay, got my stuff.
I'm hit!
I now have 5 pistols. Right, I'm here. You get out of its range and it's going to go for me. Okay, it's going for me. Move in.
I'm here.
Figure eights, run, figure eights. Ah.
It will take about another 15 shots to kill it.
Okay.
No, 30 shots to kill it.
Sometimes it really gets the prediction. If you just
20
like
shots.
spam different keys. Wait, if I just stand in one place and just hit keys and never stop moving, it's never going to aim where I am, just
Never gonna
around
aim
me.
at me. Never gonna hit me now. Just 8 more
I just
shots.
have to do this. I just have to keep doing this and it'll never shoot me. I've discovered the secret.
Ah!
No, it didn't work. No. It must have just managed to get me between button presses.
Or they thought of that and they programmed it. If for 5 seconds, then...
Maybe. I'm okay though, we did it.
High five.
Okay, next time we fight a medium biter, let's just turret creep.
Eh.
But you've got a body here, by the way. Do you want your stuff?
Oh, I guess, yeah. Also, how do I teabag my corpse?
You can't, and also it's your own corpse. It's not how that works.
Would you like a shotgun, by the way? I've got a spare.
I don't want one. Though actually, half the reason I don't like the shotgun is gone now. I used to not craft a shotgun at the beginning of the game because it would leave you with an odd piece of wood, but they've removed processed wood from the game. There's now only raw wood and things made directly from it. Ambi in my chat just went lull and then went, wait, this isn't Twitch. But also the lull got flagged by the bot. I wonder if they've programmed YouTube's bot to
Hate Twitch.
to flag things structured like emotes. That'd be hilarious.
Is that someone just said? Is that auto necrophilia?
I guess it is.
Courier, your sub ran out of the day of the new emotes? No, Courier, what are you doing?
Your name is now Croak.
Everyone's Croak.
No, I'm Croak. I don't know what's happening anymore.
No, I'm Spartacus.
Okay, it seems like going west is good for the main bus.
Okay, I'm thinking below the water going west.
I will start making vast amounts of belts.
I am already on it. Also, this chest is our emergency chest for if you need to spawn.
Okay. I just hiccuped. Oh no.
It's catching.
Might have been a
gifted
one-off, though.
Courier, and Courier did it at 18 months, which... no, wait, what? No, they've gifted 18 gift subs. Right. Courier is a sergeant. There we go. Thank you very much, Nanon. Also, Orca says, have I ever played a tabletop called Eclipse Phase? Eclipse Phase is one of those tabletops I really want to play at some point. It's a future scary sci-fi.
When do we unlock grenades? Oh, it's after green science. Because I just saw this forest and I'm like,
That's why I want nanobots.
we can just... I'm just going to start the bus below this. There's a nice line where it's clear.
By next week, we might have nanobots.
Oh, how long have we been going? Oh, over 2 hours, huh? Well,
Do you want to stop now? We
not
can do
quite
main
so
bus
much.
next week.
Let's set up the basic structure. How do we want to do it? Do we want to do like 8 wide in a gap of 2? Or do we want to do like 4 in a gap of 2?
Why would you do 8?
Because 8 is how far a blue underground belt can leap.
Sure, when we get blue underground
And-
belts, this is yellows.
And what you do for an 8 is you start by doing 3s, and then you fill in every other gap later on.
Ugh.
Because then, when later in the game you inevitably discover you didn't give your main bus enough throughput, you're like, and now we have more belts.
Let's just do 4s for now.
Okay, fine.
We can fix that in post. I can't be asked with the problems it will cause until then.
Oh, I've already... okay, we're both building it at the same time. Let me fill in the gap.
Oh, we both put down the initial foundations and did them in line perfectly with each other.
Well, didn't you see the... I made you a demonstration one.
Well,
I showed you
but
the
I
gaps of
demonstrated
3.
something else, and so I got rid of them. And I did my own, and you did your own. But they were in perfect line.
I've taught you well.
Yeah. Also, if we had nanobots, we could just blueprint this and just get the nanobots to do it.
Oh, shush. Back in my day, we had to run belts uphill both ways through snow.
Yeah, but
and we were
there's a
happy
reason
for
that
it.
Your day is like, you know.
We lived in a rolled-up newspaper at the bottom of a lake.
In your day, new player mortality was so high.
Breakfast was a handful of cold poison.
Oh, you
And
know,
you worked 26 hours down mill and paid mill owner for the privilege of having a job.
That just sounds like you're bad at the economy.
Do you not know the Yorkshireman sketch?
No, I do not.
I have to link it to you as soon as we're done. It's one of the best Monty Python sketches.
Back in day.
It's the Four Yorkshiremen, and it's just four Yorkshiremen trying to one-up each other about how terrible life was when they were kids. I'm currently just continually extending these belts because it's easier than actually building any main bus elements.
Oh, the nanobots developer is a Factorio developer who might be slightly busy.
Ah, yeah.
Why? Why would the Factorio developer be busy right now?
What possible task could be consuming their concentration right now? That's one thing I find funny about Factorio mods, is that a bunch of them are made by Factorio devs who have proposed a feature, and it's been decided it's no good in the main game, and then they're like, well, I'll just make a mod then.
That's great. It shows native support for mods amongst its own devs.
Mm.
Do-do-do.
It's the Four Yorkshiremen sketch. Everyone go watch it, but only after this is finished.
There we go. That's good advertising right there. Only after we're done with you. God
Are you
damn it.
running the lines down to the bus, or are you doing something else?
I was going to go make sure that the coal thingamabob for the stone is just a electric mill thingy.
Okay, I'm gonna start bringing the plate lines down to the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that person isn't a Factorio dev who made nanobots.
Oh. Well, now I feel disappointed and let down.
You were lied to. How could someone do this?
Well, they open their mouth and then they say a thing that is not a truth.
Oh, by the way, belt throughput has been slightly increased. And so now, if you notice, I think previously this many furnaces... Oh no, the furnaces ratio has been kept the same, actually. I'm trying to work it out now. What is the ratio? Because this is 8.
What is the golden ratio?
Oh, these aren't as compressed as they can be, I think is what it is. I was looking and being like, this looks like you can only fit 1 or 2 more plates on, but that can't be right, but it's because I don't think they're actually as squished in as they can be.
I did leave a little bit of room for future expansion or whatever.
I was meaning in terms of like the stuff on the belt. I think wasn't as squished as it can be. On the belt.
You're not as squished as you can be. Oh, god damn it.
I like that these hiccups have lasted the entire stream.
I was meant to be recording some stuff after this, and I might just have to scrap my entire idea and just give up on life.
Thank you for the $20 super chat, Straffen Wilder. No message again. There's not much chatting in these super chats. Say hi. I'll read out whatever you say, unless it's a bad thing. And also, that's the third currency. We're up to 3. We've had rubles, euros, and dollars so far.
Oh, we can get a few more than that.
Now, how many belts of iron and copper should we have in the bus?
4 iron, 4 copper, and then 2 of the iron will get turned into 2 copper on the belt.
So, wait, 6 copper, or...?
No, 4 go in, but we'll only ever actually have 2, because 2 of them will get turned into cogs, and 2 will get turned into circuits.
Oh, you said 2 iron belts would get turned into copper. I was confused.
Sorry, I meant 2 would get turned into cogs.
Okay.
Unless you want more. We can always bootstrap more later.
I'm more of the mind of, like, 12 belts of copper and 8 belts of iron.
Holy crap! We don't need that yet.
Well, I know not yet, but you've got to plan the main bus size early on so it works.
We can always do that.
I just got 50 sec. Is that Swedish?
Parsecs.
That's Swedish krona, krone,
Yeah,
one of them.
Was it SEK?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Swedish krona.
Thank you very much, Emily Soldal. Herp derp, iron chests are the best chest. How could you do this to me?
There we go. You wanted a chat. You got a chat. Take that.
Heresy. How could you betray me so? I trusted you.
Oh, this is a good view. I like this. All equally spaced. All equally. Oh, that's really nice.
It's good ratios. I like how
Also,
they've turned out different between the two ones, because it just, like, based on how the line starts, completely changes how the arrangement will be. So we've got 2 completely different patterns. They're almost mirrored, but not quite. Because in these ones, the copper lines up perfectly on belt 1 and 2. Up here, it's staggered for each belt. There's not a continuous line of iron going diagonally. And then it all gets ruined because it hits the end.
I'm going to eat some to try and balance it a little bit.
Oh yeah, and we can do priority splitter stuff now and make it all go to one side and stuff, but it's not too important at this stage.
Yeah.
We did a research. I don't know which one it was. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I think it was Steel Axe. We can now mine quicker.
Yay! Not gonna use that for a while.
Speed mining. Kill the trees.
Next time we'll have nanobots, hopefully. We'll probably just need the... You know what it'll be? It'll be that library is the library of hooks for research.
Wait, what?
The library we didn't install will be a load of hooks for research to actually allow you to research the item.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But yeah, have a look in the research. Is it on the list?
No, I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's...
Like, if you search nanobot...
Wait, I see the loaders, though. The mini loaders and logistics train network are here.
Yeah, but the nanobots needed the library, the other ones didn't.
Well, nanobot should have just got its own built-in library instead of being dumb.
Well, it's also meant to save you on, like, performance. You don't have to load so many different things that do the same thing. But yeah. Also, it should have loaded. I don't know why it didn't load it for you. Hopefully that'll be fixed. It's something that we fix relatively soon.
I'm guessing that, like, standard library is in some way broken. And that it's not accounting for the new mod synchronization structure.
Maybe, yeah. Either way, do you want to call it here?
All right. And next episode, we can do all the main bus gubbins and get some high-speed production going.
So to do, I'm going to add new.
Okay.
What do we want? Like, put stuff on main bus. What do we want to put on the main bus?
All the usual things.
So
gears, circuits, science labs, red science packs, green science packs, probably in that order.
What do we want to feed to the bus? I assume coal, stone, brick.
Yeah, coal and stone and steel. You could do stone brick as a separate belt. Actually, I'd probably say that now, because previously I would just
normally do
raw stone.
half a belt of stone and half a belt of stone brick.
Oh, more than that now. What I used to do is I do a belt of raw stone, and then I could make the raw stone into rails if I wanted to, or if I needed stone brick, I would smelt it. Now what I would suggest is one belt of raw stone, one belt of stone brick, because you need brick for one or two different sciences, and you need raw stone for another science.
Okay, so one belt of coal, one belt of stone, one belt of brick, one belt of steel. Maybe two belts of steel.
Yeah, that should work.
All right, so I've saved that. And a new one, we're going to have main bus circuits.
Someone else in my chat is like, now I'm hiccuping, help. What have you done, EE?
Bentham, do you feel the need to hiccup?
No, luckily the one hiccup I had before wasn't caused by a feedback loop. I think it was caused by a burp going wrong.
Oh. Main bus, red science.
To-do list. 3 tasks available. 4 tasks available.
What do you think? Is that good to be getting on with?
Sure.
Oh, also turrets.
Oh yeah, we should probably set defenses around the factory. How's the pollution looking? Fine at the moment, but there are some bases out there that'll eventually be a problem.
We'll also put down like temporary automated ammo, because we'll need automated ammo for the turrets until we actually get it made. And I'm actually going to assign...
The only thing about this is that just before the stream, I was playing Factorio, and now that the stream is ending, I'm going to go back and play Factorio.
Update. I'm going to go back and regret my life choices.
And in that game, I'm going to make an insane main bus, because I'm testing out how Marathon Rail World is in 0.17. So I need lots of iron and copper.
Marathon is just... Oh, God.
Is great. You need 4 iron to make a single gear, and like 10 copper wire to make a single circuit.
Oh, God.
And all science takes 4 times as many science packs to complete.
Oh, God.
It means that every single bit of science you do, you savor. It all matters. You claw your way up to the research you need to do the next bit of factory.
Ugh.
It's great. I love it. I've been playing for like 4 hours and I haven't got this far yet. I've just about scouted out where I'm going to put my main bus, and I'm trying to put together enough belts to start building the bus.
Okay, I've added a really important to-do list.
It's good. It's great, though, because what'll happen is, next time you start this up, you'll see that is at the top of the to-do list, and you remember, oh yeah, I was having horrific, debilitating hiccups that whole last stream, and now I'm not, and you'll be able to appreciate not hiccuping, which people always forget about.
And I can tick it off the list.
Yeah, you can tick it off.
Yeah, that's fine. It's on there. It's going to be great.
That's always the thing. Everyone watching right now who like isn't suffering in some way from some various illness, just appreciate the fact that at the moment you can breathe normally. Your nose isn't blocked. Your throat isn't killing you right now. You're not hiccuping. Take a moment to appreciate that. You sound like the most
passive-aggressive serial killer. Be like, you should appreciate right now that my knife is not in your heart.
Except how on earth does that apply to nose being blocked?
You could be suffocating them. Stratton, thank you much for the bits.
This is an important thing to consider from time to time, because whenever your nose is blocked, you're like, oh, I hate that it's the case. But then you forget immediately when it's no longer blocked. But every now and then, when your nose isn't blocked, you should be like, I can just breathe, and it just works.
I would like our hiccuping to just work. Oh, Commander, I also actually do have a clip saved. I just haven't read it yet. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. This is gonna be on the YouTubes and stuffs. So thank you, Bentham. Where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, where I'm making videos again about Factorio and other things like Kingdoms and Castles. And there's a new game that at some point I'm actually going to put videos out on. Maybe. I've got some stuff queued up. It's the return, guys. It's the return. I'm here. We're doing the thing.
You can expect videos about May, June then?
About what?
About May or June.
You shush. But also, I'm on Roll For It. I have to remember that when I'm not on Roll For It and I'm promoting myself, I need to promote Roll For It, because otherwise, like, usually I only do promoting on Roll For It to just talk about my channel. But I'm also on Roll For It, where I'm in all the shows on Sundays, and it's great. Go watch and support on Patreon, because that's how I'm still here and able to work on the internet. It's definitely not YouTube, because YouTube income is terrible.
True. Also, you should come play more Armada. I got my two new ships, and I have my list I want to try against you.
Oh, there is Wave 3 of X-Wing 2.0s coming out very soon. I need to send an email and be like...
You still owe me, like, at least one Armada battle, maybe two before more X-Wing.
But new X-Wing things. I need to, like, email Fancy Flight and be like, can we has free stuffs, please?
Do it.
We will make the videos.
Also, we'll play some Armada, and then if the Super Star Destroyer comes out, then I will have new stuff to play with.
It's such a ridiculous ship. I need to do a battle against it, because I want to see if I can just tear the thing to pieces, if it's the only thing on the board.
We'll have to do, like, because when it comes out, they're doing massive battles as well, because they've introduced rules for, like, battles of up to, I can't remember how many points. I think it's like 4.
There's still no word of when Epic is coming back to X-Wing. I want to be able to fly my transport and my Gazanti again.
They have been relaunching, like, 5 factions.
7. Well, relaunching 5 and launching 2 new ones.
Yeah, 7 factions. So.
Fair-ish. So what are you doing, E? What's your stuffs?
What is my stuff? Just play Factorio and lots of Hearts of Iron, new update, and Kaiserreich, and also Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, where I just ram everything with Imperial ships because it's fun. And Roll For It, which I forget to promote because normally I do promotion only on Roll For It. But I'm on everything on Roll For It apparently at the moment. That's not emotionally interesting.
I don't know how you can do 10 hours of RPGs in the space of 20, 30 hours. It's like just RPG, sleep, RPG.
I mean, I don't really do anything else on the weekend. That's why.
Yeah, but like when I was briefly doing 2 shows in a weekend, I was dead on Mondays.
I'd like to be dead on Mondays, but often I get to Monday and everyone's like, "We need to do the things, email or make videos about the things you haven't been doing for 2 weeks, 2 days," and I'm like,
We got stuffs we gotta plan for, but that's all secrets.
The stuffs are really good.
They are good stuffs, though.
I might be starting on these stuffs.
Oh, I do want everyone in the world to know that we got a new poster commission done for Roll For It. That's Patreon only, but it's amazing. But I want to show it everyone, but it's Patreon only, so I can't. But it's amazing, and I'm gonna make it my desktop background.
It's my desktop on the 4K. I made it 4K for a reason.
My desktop background has been our very first poster since that was made, like, almost a year and a half ago.
Which one was the very first one? Oh, the Layla one.
Yeah, it was the Layla Bunny Mew fight, but now the Star Games one is so good that I wanna.
Yeah, the Star Games one is.
I might split between. I might have one monitor be Layla and one be Star Games.
I've got different on each monitor. I've got I think I've got like 3 different posters and 3 other things, which are just like logos and stuff.
Problem is, I don't think it works for me properly because I've got one wonky monitor that's 4x3 and on its side, so I don't think I'm allowed to set different things and have it work right.
Get Display Fusion. You might be able to get Display Fusion.
What's Display Fusion?
It's what I use. It allows you to manage multiple monitors.
Okay.
And also it has a few things for like hotkeys and stuff for moving things around different monitors.
Does that mean you can have monitor extending, but then also duplication? Because I noticed you were using that at Roll For It Con.
I think you could do that normally, but yeah, it allows you. You can do loads of stuff with.
Maybe you can. I didn't notice a way of doing it normally, but maybe it's possible. And I'm just.
I'm sure you can, but either way, Display Fusion like adds a few things. Like it's got a really good hotkey, which is Control Win X, which is change which monitor a screen is on.
I'm just going to put it out there that if you give Roll For It $1 on Patreon, you get access to like 15 fantastic posters that we've commissioned over the past year and a half.
And the Discord. The Discord's really lively.
That too.
And the MP3s.
It's
a really good deal.
Good stuff.
It's a good deal.
It's very hyped
also,
about this particular
for free, without even paying anything on the Patreon, you can get access to the comics.
Yeah, we have comics as well. There's a comic featuring a character played by me that exists in the world now. So that's a thing.
And I like the Cheese Cuss one. That's really nice. It's a shame you're not in it, though. But Peachy's character looks so good in it.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to when we get to the Flat Cat issues of that.
That's going to be so good.
The battle. Going to be good. Half the people watching have no idea what I'm talking about. But seeing as people only ever watch my channel when I play Factorio, this is a good time to be like, hey, I'm in an RPG show. It's called Roll For It. Go watch it. I'm going to type it in chat. Go watch Roll For It. Google it. It's great. Roll For It. It's on Twitch. Every Saturday and Sunday. Pays my bills.
You haven't actually said the URL.
I can't be bothered to just type it in Google. It's easy enough.
Twitch.tv/Roll For It. Or you can see the backlog at youtube.com/Roll For It. Or you can find the Twitter at twitter.com/Roll For It.
It's the whole thing.
ROLL, not LELL, for the number it.
I literally couldn't continue to be a YouTuber if it wasn't for the fact that being a tabletop RPG player funds me on the internet. It's good stuff.
Also, if you want me and Bentham to do another Battle Brothers,
another Cortex command.
We need to do more content. That was hilarious.
I need to upload some of the X-Wing and Armada things.
Yep. Yeah.
Way behind on all that stuff.
I'm not sure about the Armada. It just went so poorly for me, and I also forgot some of the rules and stuff. I'm just afraid that the rule lawyers are going to come along and be like, why are you getting all the rules? I'm going to be like, it's 4 a.m. because Bentham was only awake at like 6.
No one knows the rules for Armada. Nobody plays it.
Wow.
It's true, though.
Bentham, you actually beat me last time. Do you not want to actually build upon that?
No, I don't base my opinion of how good a game is on whether or not I win or lose.
It's a good game.
It's a pet peeve I have about X-Wing of literally every time I've introduced someone to X-Wing, their opinion of it has been entirely influenced by whether or not they've won or lost.
I beat Bentham 3 times in a row, and as soon as we started recording, I said, by the way, my luck is terrible at this game generally, so I try and minimize my luck. My build is made to minimize my luck. And then proceeded to roll the worst dice I think either of us have seen in X-Wing, right? The first half of that, at least, was just so bad. It was just the worst.
Or maybe I was just awesome. The science thing agrees, apparently.
Dum dum dum. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. Right.
And now with the rebalance, they've made my builds cheaper and yours more expensive.
I hate you. Like, subscribe. Johnny. Okay, and Twitch, thank you for watching. Let's see if there's anyone around to raid.
I can't do that unless they do an awkward cross-platform raid.
You could tell everyone to come to my channel, and then I can raid someone with it.
I could just directly raid whoever you're raiding.
Yeah, but then they don't get the raid notification. Also, we now have emotes to actually raid people with.
You can shoot lots of guns.
Yeah, we can DACA left, DACA right.
While wearing Russian hats.
No one's online to... Oh, my voice is just really killing me right now.
Sean, you're way behind on Roll For It. That was 3 years ago.
There we go. You know, we'll host Pumpkinberry. She's good peeps.
Okay, so, I'll try to do that too. Can you give me the link? And I will post it in my chat.
Twitch.tv/pumpkinberry.
Okay, I'll type it out.
Okay, so I think we're gonna rate her with. What do you want to rate her with? Do you want to rate her with communists or with judges or what?
We'll see if that works. I don't know if it'll actually work. Oh, it's not registered as a link. I probably should have put WW and stuff in front of it.
Yeah, you have to in YouTube. Right.
Actually, you can just right-click it and do go to Twitch. People can do that. They can work this out.
Okay, we're gonna remember people who've got emotes. You DACA L, you commie, and then you DACA R. So enter DACA L, enter commie, enter DACA R.
Okay,
and then
for me,
2 guns to rate.
For me, go into the chat and yell awkward cross-platform raid. Awkward cross-platform Bentham raid, so they know who it's from.
All right, everyone get on the raid train. We're gonna do the trade.
And I'm gonna end my stream here. So everyone go do that. Go say hi to Pumpkinberry, good peeps who works with some of the peeps we've worked with. Haven't actually worked with her directly, but she's good.
2, 1.
Goodbye, everyone.
Launch the communist raid.